and welcome to Morning Refresh. Today I have with me Stephanie and Laurel, and today we're going to explore the topic of mother's love.
O ye loving mothers, know ye that in God's sight the best of all ways to worship him is to educate the children and train them in all the perfections of humankind, and no nobler deed than this can be imagined.
The great importance attached to the mother's role derives from the fact that she is the first educator of the child. Her attitude, her prayers, even what she eats and her physical condition have a great influence on the child when it is still in the womb. When the child is born, it is she who has been endowed by God with the milk, which is the first food designed for it. And it is intended that, if possible, she should be with the baby to train and nurture it in its earliest days and months.
Thou didst ask as to the education of children. Those children who, sheltered by the blessed tree, have set foot upon the world. Those who are cradled in the faith and are nurtured at the breast of grace. Such must from the beginning receive spiritual training directly from their mothers. That is, the mother must continually call God to mind, and make mention of him, and tell of his greatness, and instill the fear of him in the child, and rear the child gently in the way of tenderness, and in extreme cleanliness. Thus, from the very beginning of life, every child will be refreshed by the gentle wafting of the love of God, and will tremble with joy at the sweet scent of heavenly guidance. In this lieth the beginning of the process. It is the essential basis of all the rest.
So today we're going to do an abbreviated version of a loving kindness meditation, which is sometimes called metta. We will begin and end the meditation today with the sound of a bell. Finding a comfortable position with your back erect but not rigid, resting your hands on your lap or in each other. Bringing our awareness now to our in-breath and our out-breath. Let's take a few moments here to just enjoy our breathing. Don't try to control it. Just follow your in-breath and your out-breath. And when you feel comfortable resting with the flow of your breathing, picture in your mind someone in your life who loves you or who loved you unconditionally. This might be a mother figure, a grandparent, or a child, or anyone that has loved you unconditionally. Opening your heart and allowing in these feelings of love, warmth, and acceptance. Knowing that their love is just for you, just as you are. Enveloping you with their love as a mother hugs her child. When you feel ready, taking in these feelings of loving kindness, now for yourself, accepting yourself for who you are today. Wrapping yourself in warmth and love as a mother would cradle her child. And saying these words to yourself. May I be safe and protected. May I be healthy and strong. May I be truly happy. Now bringing to mind someone you love unconditionally, radiating love from you and cradling them in this feeling of warmth and acceptance. Saying these words to them. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be truly happy. Now imagine embracing your friends, your community, your country, the entire planet, and sending them your love, your well wishes, and your acceptance. And saying these words. May we be safe and protected. May we be healthy and strong. May we be truly happy. Now moving your awareness back to your in-breath and your out-breath. We will end today by just enjoying our breathing for just a short time. You now can open your eyes. And thank you so much for sharing this loving kindness meditation with me today. And now Laurel is going to share a poem with us.
Out of the clay of love. Sometimes when the rain came hard, her children were born. Seeing them for the first time, she found herself astonished that they looked like no one she had ever seen before. Not even like the imagined faces she had conjured in her mind over the past 9 months. Had she really carried the created in her womb? Always in the night when they had been sleeping for hours, she would wake and tiptoe into each of their rooms. Not because she was worried, but because the hours between sunset and sunrise were too great. And because even in sleep, her children's hands fluttered in their work, building kingdoms in the dark. Years later, upon waking, there would be clay under her nails and light across her face. Downstairs, the studio shelves might be lined with a night's frenzy of teacups, bowls. When they had dried and fired, glazed and fired again, she would fill each with water, marveling at their capacity. It was then that she would think of her children somewhere in the world, creating on their own. One morning during a dream, after the fireflies but before the pre-dawn wind, her children and their children and their children's children gathered wordlessly. She stood with them as the sky filled slowly with moons, and the moons cast silver on the worlds, and the worlds became breathless as the dawns approached. When the sun was high, this sea of children appeared shining. They were quiet at first, but blinking in the light, their voices lifted in the ancient remembered melodies of nightingales. While they sang, their hands uncovered cities. The woman remembered the words also, and so she sang. Her hands remembered the earth, and so she built. But there was something new also, something not remembered at all, but simply recognized. Like her children, she had always and never known. It was during these moments, when she was called upon to trust that she would know the words, know how to shape clay into cities she had never seen, that it demanded of her prayer. She found it would never deny her.
Thank you, Laurel. That was beautiful. And thank you all for joining us this morning for this episode of Morning Refresh. We hope you have a beautiful week, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Thank you.